Hello friends, I have Happy Mail today from CocoaDaisy. We're gonna open the box and slide the things out. All right, let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, so this is the Flutterby collection for August. I do get 4 different subscriptions. I get maybe 5. I get the creative kit, the stationery kit, the planner kit with the half letter inserts that are, if they're not punched, then I disc punch them. I think they're the unpunched half letter or A5 size. I get the stamp and also the Bible journaling kit. So those are my 5 things that come. So we're gonna dive in, take a look at what's here, and we will swatch and test things along the way. I'm gonna grab my swatch book real quick. So that as we go through the process, we can move quickly. So the theme this month is Flutterby, and pretty little purple butterfly sticker for this month as well. So let's take a look first at the creative kit. The creative kit has a variety of mediums and tools that you can use. Sometimes there are pens and markers, sometimes there's stamps and inks, there's stickers, there's rub-on transfers, all kinds of different things that come in this. I've received fabric and watercolors, all different types of things in the creative kit. So it's a great way to just look at a variety of things that you might want to use. So the first thing that we have here, we're going to kind of slide down here, is we have some stickers. So you have some alpha stickers and some number stickers with some icons for dating journals or planners or memory keeping on that. You do also have the days of the week, and you get 5 sets of those along with some like takeout, to-do list, things like that on there as well. And then a set of pretty decorative stickers to go with those. In addition to that, this one has a set of little washi sheets. Just a wide variety down in here of all the pretty little things that you can use to decorate and add soft little touches to your creative projects with that. And then we have a craft paper envelope, which I saved the envelopes and used those as well. In here we have some cards, some like journaling, ephemera style cards, summer vibes, summer end is around the corner. August is like the Sunday of summer. Enjoy the quiet life. Find beauty in the little things like flowers in unexpected places. So just some fun little phrases that you can use to add to your different projects. A nice little craft envelope to go with those as well. Then we have the ephemera kit. One of the things I like about this CocoaDaisy kits is they do include tabs And the thing about the tabs is, you know, I buy so many blank journals, and I get a set of small tabs, and then in one of the other kits I get a set of large tabs. So I get 2 sets of tabs every month that just help mark places in journals. And then also you can use them with the planner kit, depending on which size you get, for like marking your weekly pages and your daily pages and different parts of your kit that you get with those as well. So fun little addition to that. Those are self-adhesive. So all of this ephemera here is self-adhesive, sticker backed. So we have some, separate myself there. Here we go. So we have some flowers, some stamp style images, beautiful wildflowers that says weekend. There's another tab. So just some great images there to go with that. The ephemera and tabs, those are sticker backed, self-adhesive backed. The cards here are not. The washi is sticker, and then you have the sticker kits as well. You also have a set of PET stickers here. So you can just see the different, they're watercolor style butterflies all through here. Very pretty on those. And then these are your rub-on transfers. Comes with a transfer tool as well, also known as a popsicle stick. But any hard surface that you have, so if you have the end of your tweezers, you could use those to transfer the rounded edge, not the pointed edge. If you have other tools handy, you could use those as well to rub your transfers on. So those are the rub-on transfers, the PET stickers, these stickers. You have your washi set there, your washi stickers on that side. Your cards and your ephemera. Also in this kit came a roll of washi and some stamps and stencils as well. So I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to pull out the washi. Well, what we'll do is we will set the washi and stamps aside and get those set up and ready, and we will swatch all of those at once. All right, so the other thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the stationery kit next. The stationery kit is going to have some similar items to the creative kit, but also some different things as well. So in this one, we have a pin, and these pins do have a pin back on them. You can remove the pin back and use the magnetic clips with those as well. Right, here we have a little notepad. The notepad is self-adhesive, so it would be like a sticky note. It has about 1 inch of adhesive at the top. Pink with that soft floral background. We also have some stickers in here as well. So these are different from what are in the other kit. These are similar to the PET stickers here. And these are just a different set altogether. Here we have some more days of the week. we have a postcard. Here we have some envelopes. These would be like seed envelope type of things, but so much fun for making a little card and putting a card in there. You could even gift somebody some flower seeds at the same time with those. Color them, watercolor them, stamp them. Here we have some ephemera. Just put some white paper down to help with the visually being able to see what some of the images are a little bit better. So here in this ephemera set, we have several butterflies, some more of the florals as well, and the ferns. Some of these butterflies look like the watercolor butterflies. I bet those are part of that. So there's your ephemera. And these are all adhesive backed. We have another little craft envelope. So the idea behind the stationery kit is to build your stationery supplies. So card making, you know, thank you notes, postcards, those style of things in your stationery supplies. So these cards here would all be ones that you could use to layer, to add on, to make comments just as decorative elements on that. And these are adhesive backed. So we have those. All right, gonna keep going. Here we have some more PET stickers. And you can see the flowers and the black line flowers, the more butterflies. The other thing that the stationery set comes with, it comes with the vellum overlay and also an acetate overlay. So pretty for both of those. And you can see you can layer them together or you can use them separately. Either way, you can use those in your planners. You could use them scrapbooking. You could also use them in card making as well, just to add a vellum layer with or under some of your text on there. So this is the stationery kit. So lots of ephemera, adhesive backed, wonderful set of little things there in the stationery. All right, so as we work our way down through the list, we have a couple things left. We have the stamp set, which we will test stamp those when we do the stamps from the creative kit. This is an uppercase alphabet with a little bit of punctuation on here. And I have here in my hand that I'm opening is the Bible journaling kit. So we have some watercolor backgrounds with some vintage text, and then we also have some Bible verses and scriptures in here. You are my hiding place and my shield. I put my hope in your word. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Soar high on the wings of faith. Heaven and earth will end, but my word will live on forever. Be free and do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. rather serve one another humbly in love. So those are some of the stickers there. These are like a washi style sticker. These are paper back stickers here. We have a lot of those images that we saw in the ephemera and some of those black line drawings. Here we have hot point words on here and some title boxes on those as well. Some sticker strips and also some numbering 1 through 31 for dating in your journal. And then just some decorative elements here and some alpha stickers. So this is the Bible journaling sticker kit. All right, so the last package I have to open before we swatch our washi and our stamps is the planner kit. This is the full planner kit. So we have, well, this, let me show you first. This was the washi from the stationery set. You have a gradient purple, and then you have this watercolor green and to pink and purple splotches on that. When we swatch those out, you'll get to see those fully. So this one is a botanical green ferns and flowers underneath, and we'll swatch that in just a minute as well. Here we have a big purple paperclip bow. How pretty is that? Look at how well it matches this butterfly. So pretty for there. We have a Zebra Sarasa 0.4 pen. So I'm guessing this is gel ink because it had that little wax tip. Ooh. So this is a purple ink. On the pen. So the kit itself comes with the papers. These are a cardstock weight paper. So this is the pink with pink dots, and then the ledger with the floral sketches on it. These are, I want to say 8 by 13, 8.5 by 13. So you can, I use these, I trim them down to fit my half-letter junior notebook, and I create dashboards with them, laminate them, and put them in that way. And it usually gives me a strip of scrap here in the middle when I do that, and I just save that with my scraps of stuff and use those in journaling and other things with that. So this is the pink with pink dots, the ledger and floral on that side. This is a dot pattern with the yellow watercolor behind it on this side, and this side are those beautiful florals and botanicals that we've been seeing throughout the kit with the vintage script behind it as well. And this fun pink and green and white plaid with the botanicals on the other side. So those are the papers that come with the kit. Also, you get a few cards as well. So, and then it was summer's end. And you also have your August date card. So here's your August. And this is an acrylic card. It's a thin plastic on these. You can punch them and use them as a page marker for you, or you can use them for layering, whatever you want to do with those. If you are punching these, you do have to have a really strong punch to do it, but it is possible. It's not impossible for sure on that. Then you have a bookmark here that is that same weight. This has a protective layer on it. So the little writing on it says, "We delight in this beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty." And that's a quote by Maya Angelou. So this could also be punched and used as a page marker if you wanted in a ring bound or disc bound system, or you could just use it as is, as a bookmark. Here is a weekly menu sheet and shopping list. So Monday through Sunday, week of, you have a little shopping list note there. You wouldn't have to use this as a menu. You could change it to something else if you wanted chores, and you could do chores to check off. You could assign tasks to different people or different days of the week and mark them off as you go through on those. Lots of things you could do with this, but this is a fun, well-designed notepad for your menu. Lots of sheets in there. I'll have to sit down and count and find out how many are there, but what a great idea. What an easy little notepad to keep handy in your kitchen. Also, we have in here a set of sticky notes. So this is that floral design with those line art sketches as well. So it's a little sticky pad to go with all of that goodness. All right, so our ephemera kit here is going to be similar to, but yet different from the others. These are that tag board cardstock. It is self-adhesive on there, and so we have the ferns, the butterflies, the watercolor flowers, some of that vintage text in there as well. And this is the other kit that comes with tabs. So here you have a set of tabs, a set of 6. Tabs in here with your ephemera. The planner kit, which is what we're looking at, also comes with pockets, and you can attach these pockets to journals or to dashboards, all kinds of things. They're a fun little place to just stick some of your extras. Some of your extra pieces would fit in here, even some of your ephemera. These little note cards fit in here as well. So those are just a great addition to it. And if you're doing your own dashboards with the double-sided papers and then you add these to them, you have those handy little pockets for that. You could tear off a few sheets out of here and stick those in there in one of the pockets as well. So lots of options for pulling all of these things together. All right, we're gonna look at the planner stickers. I love butterflies and florals. This theme kit for this month is hitting all the right spots for me. Very happy about this. So these are your decorative stickers. With that, you also get a set of numbering stickers. You get your monthly sticker here. You have some titles. These are reinforcement dots, as well as the centers on those. So if you remember having things that are hole punched and you need to reinforce them in order for them to not tear, or if they do tear, you need to reinforce them, you have these beautiful matching stickers to do that with as well. You have some title boxes over here and several icons down here for exercise and recycling and eating out, cleaning, laundry, trash day, all of those things in there. You have some alpha stickers and some more numbering stickers here as well as header boxes and other icons to go with it. So those are your sticker sheets. In addition to that, you do have another set of PET stickers on this sticker sheet. More of those beautiful watercolor butterflies. Slide these out of the way. All right, so we're gonna flip into the planner next. So the A5 half letter planner, you get your heavy cardstock tab page for the month that also has the calendar printed on the other side. You get your lined weekly pages. You get 6 of those, maybe 5. So, and these are just striped, and they have the days of the week, Monday through Sunday, on here. You get a note page on this side, and then you get your weekly pages. And you have a note page in between each one, so each week is independent, so you could insert dailies in between, you could put your shopping list in between. Here is your dated monthly. So the calendar on the inside of the tab page is dated, and this is dated. But other than that, your daily, your weekly, and your striped pages are not dated. So you can use those for any month, any time. And again, you do get all of those numbering and lettering stickers that if you chose to use this for a different month, you could use those and redate this one as well. So here is your monthly layout, along with your year at a glance. And then you have your daily pages. So your daily pages are all the same. You do get 30 of those as well, or probably 31 because August has 31 days. So you get a full month worth of dailies. You get a full month worth of weekly horizontal pages. And then you also get your weekly striped pages as well. So this does make a complete planner. This is what I use for work. My work is chaotic, and that it changes on a regular basis what I'm doing. So I love having the options. I love having the monthly view as well as the weekly at a glance and the daily pages. So just today at work, I was using all 3 of those elements for this week and for setting up next week as well. So really have enjoyed this format in this season of life. It works for me really well. So we'll set that aside real quick. Again, this is the planner insert that goes with the planner kit. And you can pick up additional planners. So if you need one in this size and you need one in the classic 7x9 size, or you need them in, you know, traveler's notebook size, they have them in all different sizes. The different styles and different sizes come with different layouts. So the 7x9 size comes with just a week. It comes with the monthly overview and the striped weeklies, but the weekly pages, instead of coming in this horizontal format, they come in the 3-box vertical layout. So, and I haven't really dove into other sizes, but I do know that there's different layouts depending on which size you're buying. So be aware of that as well. So this is the planner layout. You have your craft envelope that some of your ephemera came in. You have your sticky notes, your weekly menu, your PET stickers, your dating and redating and iconic event stickers for your planner. You have some decorative stickers, your pockets. You have your tabs and your ephemera pieces. You have your card, your monthly card. Let me slide that off and let you see that. And you have your little theme card. Here is your bookmark. You also get your page marker with the bow. You get your purple pen. These beautiful double-sided papers. And that is the planner kit. Then I have the Bible journaling sticker kit, as well as the stationery kit. With the pin, and then the creative kit that came with the ephemera, the little washi book, the stickers, the PET stickers, the rub-on transfers, as well as the stamp and stencils. And then the stamp kit. This washi came with the creative kit. These two came with the stationery kit, and this one came with the planner kit. So let's pull those aside and get those swatched. I think this might be my favorite kit from CocoaDaisy so far. It's just so pretty that I know I'm liking it because my brain is already wanting to order more of it so that I can use it one set now, and then I can set up another set to be used later on. Really like this Flutterby kit. All right, so this is the washi that came with the creative kit. This has a polka dot background those beautiful watercolor butterflies. So here's your repeat. So these are all unique and individual butterflies with your repeat right here. Next, we will look at the washies that were in the stationery kit. And these are like watercolor splotches. So, and there's a while before that repeats. So I get almost 2 full strips here on this sheet before it repeats. So it starts here. So here, this spot is the repeat on that. So it looks like that's a good 14, 15 inches before it repeats on that one. And then we have this mini stripe. One of the things I like about the planner kit is the pages being decorated. I love decorating my planner, but I get overwhelmed because I use several planners, and I like the simplicity of having my work planner already decorated for me. And that's what I use this A5 planner for. So here's our repeat on here. So again, this one is also probably in that 12 to 15 inch range before it repeats. So here's our repeat on this. These two again were the stationery. This is the creative kit. This roll's a little harder to find the end on. These were easy to find the end because it was such a contrast in colors. This one's blending and it's a little harder to find that contrast. So these are your ferns and greenery with those beautiful purple flowers. So here's our repeat right here. And that looks to me about a 7 to 8 inch repeat on that. Okay, so we're just gonna label these real quick as Flutterby, August 2025, CocoaDaisy. Here we go. All right, so those are our washies. Gonna switch books real quick and we'll pull out our stamps, and I have a little ink pad handy. All right, so I kind of cheat. I don't know if it's cheating or not, but I take the lazy girl method on these. Maybe not lazy, maybe time conserving, whatever you want to call it. What I do is I ink all of these at one time. Just so it doesn't matter where my stickers come from. I will, if they come on a sheet like this, I take them all and ink them up at one time. And just set them down all at once. That way I'm not having to transfer all of those pretty little photopolymer friends over and over again. let me blot these real quick. Then I put my little sheet back on. I will come back and clean these here in just a minute. I use a baby wipe to do that, but while I'm here, I take a couple pieces of washi, run a little hinge with those two plastic sheets, and it sure does make it easy to just flip that off, keep it attached, stamp and do what I need to do with it, and then just flip that back over. Some of mine I hinge on the top, some of them I hinge from the sides. It just depends on my mood and how I'm feeling that day. But that just keeps all of the pieces together. CocoaDaisy provides these amazing little envelopes to slide them in, so I just slide them right back in there. I will take my marker here, or my pen, and I will add my date and stuff on here. I will have to get on their website and see if they have the lowercase that you can purchase separately. That would be really cool to have the same font in both upper and lowercase. Especially if we've got numbers as an option as well. So those are that particular stamp. We're going to also grab our little butterflies here, and I have some room to add my CocoaDaisy butterflies right there. So same thing with these little guys. I'm just going to give them a good stamping on that. Drop them in there. And see our pretty little butterflies. And I will take my little sheet, little protective sheet there, slip it back on, and give it a tab or two of washi. What I'm going to do so that these things stay together, I am going to tab this at the bottom, but I'm going to tab the stencil separately to that here at the top so that I can pull that stencil loose and use it, but it stays nice and close together with those little butterflies as well. So all my pieces stay where I need them to be. I'm going to label this real quick. So sometimes I store my stamps by collection. So like I would store all of the August 2025 together. Sometimes I store them by vendor, so I would have all of the CocoaDaisy stuff together. So I might have all of the Flutterby things together. So if I'm looking for this stamp, I would go look for it in Flutterby. Or if I'm storing at that time all of my stamps by vendor, I would know to go look in CocoaDaisy on those. So the reason I write on here is just to remind me where things are, and then in this handy dandy little book I keep my different vendors and suppliers of stamps in there, just with the same process of dating things and keeping things together that way. So here is our washi tapes and the pen. Here's our little Flutterby card that came with it and stamps. Here are all the amazing goodies that came in this month's bundle. So if you enjoyed this video, please please be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like it, be sure to subscribe. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, ring that bell so that you get those notifications as they come. Thank you for joining us today. You can find me at Gadget Girl TX here on YouTube. You can also find me on Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram as well. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we will see you in the next one.